So now we're just going to finish topping it off with air. I'm a professional, damn it. Hello, and welcome. We had a lot of people asking to do bike classes on changing a rear tire, changing a tire, primarily a rear tire, because the rear tire is the one that scares everybody. So that's what we're going to do today. I've got my own personal bike out here. It's a road bike. It does have tubes. My other bike has tubeless. This one's tubed. But I'm going to change the tire for you and give you a few hints to hopefully make that process a little less annoying and aggravating and scary. So here we go. Now, and I intentionally don't have a stand. Normally when I do this here, I have a stand, but when you're on the road, you don't have that option. So on a road bike with rim brakes, you need to open up the brakes so they get the tire out. That's just this lever here. On a Shimano brake, it'll be a lever that flips up. On disc brakes, it's not an issue. They slide out without any issues. So open the quick release up, pick up the tire, pull the rear derailleur down like that. I know that looks fairly easy. And the tire's out. I just lay the bike down. No problems. Normally this part is already taken care of. You have a flat tire. The reason you're changing it is because there's no air in the tube. Now, get to this point, there's no air in the tube. Just go around, squeeze the tire through the rim to kind of get everything centered, broken off of the bead, just so that it moves a lot easier when you go to put the tire lever in. Now, tire lever, I have two. I usually only need one. Start at the valve, put it under there, and then just pull. If you're a smaller person and the tire is really difficult to get off, you can put it there, and then just use your body weight to push down, and the tire will slide right off. All the way around. One side, you don't have to take the tire off the rim, just need to get one side. But in this case, we're going to take the tire off the rim because the tube's been in there so long, it's kind of stuck. Wow. All right. Start at the valve or at the label. Just run your hand. Usually what I do is take the tire lever and run through here. Look. What you're looking for is any cuts or any type of metal wire, sticker, something that's been in there. This tire's been around. See, there you go. Sharp rock. Left a little cut. Tire's still good. Didn't cut the cords. That one's just there. There's another chip, another cut from some object. Something shiny. And once you get around the rim, just run your hand through there gently, just in case you didn't see it on the inside. You're looking very carefully because if there's a piece of glass, a piece of wire, whatever in there, if you're really pushing on it, you're going to come back bleeding. Just run it around. Just make sure that there's nothing in there. I know there's nothing in there because this tire wasn't flat, but on the road, you don't know. So, made it all the way around. I started the label centered over the valve. That way, if you notice a hole in the tire, you have a good reference point of where to find the hole in the tube or in the tire. So, just slides right back on. Got the tube. When I'm out on the road riding, I usually carry CO2s to air the tire up. I just blow it on it. Just enough to get the tube so that it's round and formed. And then when you go start at the valve, put the valve in. And now all we're going to do is get the tube inside of the tire. So the tube's inside the tire. Now we're pushing the tube so that it is inside the rim. The reason we do that is that so now that when we go to put the tire on, no matter how we're doing it, we're not going to pinch the tube. The tube is safely inside the rim. We just have to put the last part of the tire on. Start at the rim, pull up, push, and then just, I do this without thinking because I've done so many of them. But basically all we're doing is pushing up and just letting the bead sit in there. Now when you get to a point to where it's tight, like here, I just go through and pinch the tire, because what we're trying to do is get it down in that trough, because there's just a little bit more space there. If you get that tire down in that trough, it just gives you enough room to get the tire back on. Also push your valve up where the valves vulcanize the tube. It can be a little double butyl tube there, so it just helps move it out of the way. Pinch it around, come back to this spot, and it's that simple. Sounds easy. There are tires that are a pain. Fortunately, this one is not that bad. Open up the valve. Get my trusty little hand pump out. Now, I'm not going to cheat. I'm not using the air today, even though I want to, because I'm lazy and old. Pump it up. I've got 35 pounds in it. So now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around and make sure that the tire is seated correctly on the rim on both sides. You don't want the tire starting to be high so that when you add air, it blows the tire off.
If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, and share for the best local bike shop in town.
Tire seated in the rim, we're all good. So now we're just going to finish topping it off with air. Clean slip. I'm a professional, damn it. All right, we're up to 85 pounds, which is more than enough air for this tire. It's a 700 by 28C. Tighten the valve back down. Just do a quick double check. Make sure everything's where it's supposed to be. So tires changed. Now we're going to put the wheel back onto the bike. So this is an electronic bike. So I'm in the small chainring in the front. I'm in the second from the bottom chainring or cog in the back. So when I'm putting the wheel on, I want to make sure the chain is on the second cog in the back. That way everything lines up smoothly and I'm not fighting anything. If you do this with a mechanical bike, just put it in the smallest cog in the back. When you put your tire on, put it in the smallest cog. It just saves you from having to fight a whole lot of stuff, especially like when you're running disc brakes. Come on. Stage fright. Just like that. And then I'll run it up a few cogs so that when I start to take off, not in a really huge gear. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you don't, keep on going. Thank you very much.